The Leafs continue their struggles against teams who are not in the playoffs, as they drop this one 4-3 to the Buffalo Sabres at Scotiabank Arena tonight and fall to 40-18-8 on the season. And they started great. Great first period. Great initial start to the second period, grabbing a 2-0 lead. And then it looked like they just thought it was going to be easy the rest of the way and kind of sat back and got pummeled the rest of the way and lost 4-3. Nothing up in the first period. However, the shots on goal were 12-3 in favor of the Leafs. They dominated possession. They dominated play. And if you really watched that first period, I thought they looked like they were skating hard. They were getting all kinds of chances. Just Craig Anderson could not be beat. Then the second period. Marner and Kerfoot come down in like a 2-on-1, and it's called kind of janky what happens. It ends up going off of Kerfoot's skate, and Matthews is the trailer, the third guy coming in, and he finds the loose puck, and he buries it. For his 31st of the season, Matthews from Marner and Kerfoot at $1.11 of the second period to put the Leafs in front 1-0. Great stuff. Just over 3 minutes after that, Calle Jarnkrok comes down the ice, a little toe drag, and snipes it past Craig Anderson on the rush. And the Leafs get a 2-0 lead. Jarnkrok from Marner and Matthews at 4:13. You're just under 5 minutes into the second period. You've dominated play. You're up 2-0. Great stuff. But as I mentioned, they take their foot off the gas. And with just over 5 minutes to go, Jack Quinn scores. He gets one whack at it and then knocks the other one out of midair past Matt Murray. And it's a 2-1 game. We go into the intermission and shots on goal in the second period. Get this one. 17-3 in favor of the Sabres. 2 of the 3 Leafs goals. Sorry, let me rephrase that. 2 goals that the Leafs scored in the second period were on 3 shots. Craig Anderson made 1 save in the second period. Meanwhile, they peppered 17 shots on Matt Murray. And they're within 1. Then, Alex Tuch scores one just under 4 minutes into the third period. And we are tied at 2. 6 minutes after that, Dylan Cousins bangs home a rebound. And it gives them the lead. Then, a centering pass from Tage Thompson from behind the net. Was that the third goal or was that... I can't remember if that was the tying goal or the fourth goal. But either way, a nice centering pass from Tage Thompson. There's no Leaf in front covering Alex Tuch. And he buries it to give them a 4-2 lead. The Leafs allow 4 unanswered goals after they take a 2-0 lead and trail now 4-2. Now, yes, they get a late third period goal from Aline Nylander with just over a minute to play. You know, really good job fighting off the Rasmus Dahlin check. And then just roofing it on beautiful play by Nylander, right? Shields off Dahlin, gets to a good place, roofs it on Craig Anderson, and it's 4-3. But that's all she wrote. In the end, the Leafs continue to lose to teams who are not in the playoffs. They beat New Jersey. They beat the Edmonton Oilers. Not saying Buffalo's some sort of like walkover team. They're not Chicago. They're not Columbus. But they're not in the playoffs. They're a team who just a few days ago allowed 10 goals against the Dallas Stars. I swear it's Craig Anderson against the Leafs. Look at his last, 2 or 3 years against the Leafs, and I swear the numbers are ridiculous. I remember there's one game, was it last year? Where it was like 1 goal on like 40 odd shots or something like that. And we're like, this dude's like 40. What's going on here? And the same sort of thing happened tonight. Albeit, the Leafs didn't play very well. Shots on goal in the third period were 13-9 in favor of the Buds, but it's too little too late. Shots on goal were 29-28 in favor of the Sabres. And sure, the Leafs played a great first period and a great few minutes in the second period. But that's it. By the way, the Nylander goal was assisted by Matthews. So he had a 3-point night on all 3 goals. And the questions are now going to arise with Matt Murray, if they haven't already. We knew Matt Murray, the injury stuff was obviously at the forefront of everything. And you look at the Edmonton goal, and I said it in my video that I didn't think the goals were great that he gave up. I didn't think these goals were terrible tonight. But again, you want to see them at least make a save. You want to see him make a stop. And in a game where you're leading 2-1, yeah, sure, the Alex Tuch goal, I can't remember if it was one or both of them, but they were centered in front. Even the Dylan Cousins goal was behind the net, centered in front. You need a defender to take that guy. Sure, it didn't happen. But again, you can't expect the defenseman to make every single save easy. The good goaltenders in the league make the tough stops. We look at that game against the New Jersey Devils in Jersey with Samsonov in the cage. Look, I'll be the first one to tell you, well, I'm probably not the first one to say it, but Samsonov still makes me freak out like crazy when he's in the net. But him making that post-to-post save really in the first period and dominating the first period, not allowing a goal, helped the Leafs get back in the game. But you didn't get that sort of save from Matt. Sure, there's like a short breakaway with Tage Thompson. But again, you need to make big stops in big moments. Leaf fans, I hate to take us back to Game 7 last year against the Tampa Bay Lightning, but I'm going to do it for a second. What did Vasilevsky do after Nick Paul scored a couple goals? Shut the door down. Sure, he allowed the Riley goal, but didn't break. Now, I'm not comparing this game to that, of course. But in the end, your team is up 2-0. They fell asleep, and so did your goalie. And the stat that I'm going to bring up that has been tweeted about quite a bit since the game had finished. Matt Murray, in his last 5 starts, albeit, a few of those were before the injuries. Well, I think 3 of those were before the injury. He's allowed 4 goals in 5 consecutive games. And that is the first time in his career, even with the Ottawa Senators, that has happened. We know Samsonov's not 100%. So what do you do? I feel like you have to keep running Matt Murray out there if Samsonov's not good to go. As much as you guys all know that I'm a big Joseph Woll guy, I just feel like you're paying Matt Murray. You're paying him $4-something million. You got to play the guy. 4 goals on 29 shots for Matt Murray tonight. No matter which way you look at it, how the goals were scored and all that, it's not good. Matthews had a 3-point night, a goal and 2 assists, and he was a +3 as well. Mitch Marner had 2 assists in the game. Special teams-wise, they were 1 for 3 on their power play. The Leafs had 1 power play, did not score on it. It was late in the first period. And they lose to another non-playoff team. Good news, though, Leafs fans. The next game is against a good team. So you have an idea of what Leaf team is going to show up. Wednesday, 7 p.m., they welcome in the Colorado Avalanche to Scotiabank Arena, who just beat the living snot out of the Montreal Canadiens tonight. So we'll see if the Leafs can rebound. They need it. We all need it mentally. Albeit, I've learned to... Look. Last thing I'll say before I wrap it up. After watching all of these playoff videos from years past, what has been the constant with Leaf fans? The anger during the regular season, right? Oh, what a terrible loss to a terrible team. Oh, the David Ayers game. Oh, this and that. It's all led to the same result. They've all led to a playoff series where they play, overall decent, and force a Game 7 against a really good opponent. So in a game like this against the Sabres, where yes, they fell asleep, they lost, should they have won? Yeah, you're up 2-0 in the second period against a team who's gives up a ton of goals. You should win that game. They didn't. They're 4 points up on Tampa. They have a game in hand for home ice. That's really all that matters here. So we move on. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and not the game today, smack that like button. I do appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button. You guys not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. Would you like, would you not like from today's game for the Toronto Maple Leafs? The Twitter and Instagram links are down below, so follow up, send me a DM, guys, do all that great stuff. The Discord link is down below, so follow up there if you guys have not done so already, and I will talk to you guys. Actually, TikTok link is down below as well. Didn't get a chance to upload any TikToks today with the pregame and even the postgame stuff. It's been a long, long day, so I just told myself, just give yourself a little bit of a break in that sense. But tomorrow I'll be posting the Raptor stuff on there, so go check it out. The link is down below. And I'll talk to you guys, Jay's Edition, on Wednesday, wrapping up the spring training games over the past week. We'll talk to you guys, Raptors Edition, tomorrow as they host the Denver Nuggets, 7:30 tip-off there. And as for the Leafs, they're back in action on Wednesday night as they host the Colorado Avalanche at Scotiabank Arena. 7 p.m. puck drop there on Wednesday evening. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. And the first period in a bit today. We'll talk to you guys then.